Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 11th, 2021 reading for you. 11/11 reading. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. How will Pisces be affected by November 11th, 2021? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. So at the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have Temperance at our root. So if we have Sagittarius energy within our natal chart or within our lives, they're going to come through very powerfully at our root. And then we have the Chariot, which is funny, Pisces, because this is the card that fell out before in like a pile of cards and it was put back in and shuffled. So Cancer is coming through very strongly here. The Chariot is coming through very strongly. And if we have Cancer or Cancers within our life, in our natal chart or in our lives, they're coming through very strongly at our root. Then we have our inner self. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Six of Wands, which this is really beautiful. Okay, so we have the repeat of the number 6, which is telling us that we are taken care of and we are secure. So that's going to be something very nice to know during this time, because we have this feeling of being out of balance, and we have this feeling of looking at the past and seeing it as so much better than it actually was. So this is going to be something that we have to kind of like step out and really celebrate who we are in this moment right now. And then we have our emotional self. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, coming through very strongly in our emotional self, amplifying this Sagittarius energy here. And we have the Eight of Cups. Also, if we're born on the cusp with Aries, that's coming through very strongly at our heart, at an emotional level. And the Eight of Cups is walking away from something we once thought we would love. This is vampiric energy, the Four of Pentacles. And so we're going to be looking at things and seeing where the stagnation is, where this vampiric energy is. We have charity. We have to be charitable to ourselves, generosity, generous with ourselves and generous with those around us, but also generous with our walking away, with the ending that's coming forward. And the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. This is wisdom, and this is a sense of being able to really connect with our inner self, what we want, and our direction forward. Let's look at our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have two. we have the Princess of Wands and the Prince of Pentacles. Both are very impetuous, rather immature energies. So it's not a king or a queen, which would be much more mature. But we have here a sense of impatience around our careers, around the way that we're moving forward, around our passion and what we're creating. We also have to be very mindful of being lied to about money. That's going to be something that comes in. And also people throwing hissy fits around what they think they should be able to do and what they are actually able to do. Now, it can also be that we want to throw a hissy fit on what we think we're able to do and what we're actually able to do, which seems harsh of Spirit to say. But what Spirit is saying here also is that to get kind of the money that we want, the prosperity that we want, we have to take time to build our skills. So that's going to be something that is powerfully important during this time. Let's look at our chakra energy. Excuse me. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So we have communication. We need to communicate with ourselves. This is the third chakra. Communication is going to be really key to the way that we're able to move forward and what we're able to connect with in our lives in general. So when we have communication here, it's not only communicating our words, but it's communicating the greater desires that we have within our lives. So this is going to be on the earthly plane. This is going to be spiritually, that we need to connect with our angels and our spirit guides and divinity itself, but also connecting with ourselves and saying, where do I want to be? What do I need? Where is it that's right for me? And how am I embracing this? Communication is going to be something that's rather easy for us. We have this sense of what people are saying without them actually having to say it. And also we're going to see a lot more than they're actually saying. We're going to hear and connect with a lot more energy than they're willing to bring forward. So that's going to be also something that we have to be mindful of. We're going to be picking up on a lot more than people intend us to, which can be a little bit hard for us because we're trying to balance everything. We're having this sense of nostalgia, this sense of where am I being pulled back? Where am I being denied? Why can't I just go and do like other people can go and do? Like, where's this timidity coming from? And sometimes timidity isn't the worst thing in the whole entire world. Taking things slowly, planning things out, being cautious and prepared, but then jumping and saying, okay, well, if I don't do it, it's never going to be done. So let's look at this time in history and what 11/11 means for us. So November 11th is the day of the first quarter moon in Aquarius. If we're born on the cusp of Aquarius, this can be more impactful to us than others who aren't. But what we're going to see here is that it has us assessing. And Aquarius always brings love in our dreams into the forefront of our lives. What do we love? What are we passionate about? And what do we dream for? Where is it that we want to be? Here, when we have this assessing energy, this sense of looking at things in a bigger way, in a more creative way, in a true way for ourselves, we're going to be assessing the road forward. And what we see from 11/11 is that this number combination is not only a master number, but astoundingly powerful. Our angels and our spirit guides are connecting with us. In history, 11/11 is the day of the armistice, the day of remembrance, when we remember the intensity and the power and the hurt and the pain of World War I. This is the day on the 11th of November at 11 a.m. Paris time in 1918 when the documents were signed and a truce was had and the fighting stopped. And so here, this is remembered in the Commonwealth, where we have a minute of silence on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, to remember an event that lasted years, that changed the course of history. That was the most catastrophic and devastating thing that had been seen up until that point. We exceeded it, yes, of course, but the Great War was tremendous. And that energy is still around us during this time. We're going to be assessing the way we feel, our assessment of the past and how we're moving forward and where it is that we want to be, and the intensity of it all. November 11th is also globally God's Day, the day we recognize gods, all of them, in any pantheon, and our connection to the gods. Angelically, 11/11 is telling us that our angels are connecting with us and to pay attention. Pay attention to our surroundings, pay attention to our environment, our emotions, because messages are coming our way. If we are star seeds, 11/11 appears as we are awakening into our spiritual purpose and our mission here on earth. Spiritually, 11/11 has us reflecting on why we're here and where we're going. And 11/11 also represents the spiraling twin strands of our DNA coming into consciousness. 11/11, November 11th, represents doors being opened for us, has doors being opened for us. It tells us to be conscious and to be aware. We are becoming awake. We are being told to wake up and pay attention to our deeper selves, what we want and where it is that we want to be. It moves us to balance. It moves us to the temperance energy, the balance that we need within us, the way that we need to move forward. And it's taking our hearts and saying, I'm charging, I'm going. Yes, we're being told not to be too hasty. Yes, we're being told not to be foolish. But we're also being told here that there needs to be a change. And that our balance isn't just through strength and determination and what people can see. It's also the balance of the strength of that little mouse that's perched upon the tiger's nose. We're going to find that we're moving forward towards something more. And it's not always going to be what people expect it to be, but it's what our hearts and souls need it to be. The Chariot reminds us that only the noble, only kings and queens and those who were very high up there in society could ride a chariot. And what we're seeing here is us being able to move free towards dreams and adventures. Being able to ride a tiger or a lion is terrifying and also just exhilaratingly awesome to think about. But we're going to find ourselves being able to ride our dreams, like riding that tiger, riding that lion into the unknown, having that fierceness and that power guiding us and moving with us. As we connect with our emotions and our heart, and it leads us to the Six of Wands, we start to celebrate ourselves. Excuse me. We need to celebrate ourselves. If we don't celebrate what we're doing right, we're only going to see what we're doing wrong, and we're trying to balance so much, and nostalgia will come in, and days will be better than the days that we are living now. And Spirit's saying here, stop. Stop and celebrate where you are. Celebrate what you're heading towards. Celebrate what you want within your life, what you need within your life, what you desire. This is a time, so instead of saying, I can't believe I didn't, it's saying, I can't believe I did. I can't believe I moved forward this way. I can't believe I embraced this. I can't believe I got to where I need to be. And it moves us to a place where we start to balance ourselves as we're trying to balance everything else. We start to see ourselves when we're so able to see everybody else and think, oh no, this is just nonsense. What am I actually contributing? We're putting our feet firmly on the ground. We're looking at the bigger picture of what we want, and we're also looking at everything that's being demanded of us. And as we look and see and understand, we start to see ourselves and the stress that we put on ourselves, and if it's necessary or if it's not. I firmly believe in responsibilities. Responsibilities shape us, but we can't be so bogged down by them that we can't see the world around us. And the Six of Cups has us astoundingly nostalgic. We're going to want to rewind the clock. And as wonderful as that might seem, and as wonderful as that might be at times, to bring us back to a simpler time, when our lives were better, when life was a little bit more beautiful, it takes us out of the present, out of the way that we need to move forward now. And our angels and our spirit guides are guiding us towards something bigger, towards something better than we had imagined. And it leads us excuse me, as I take a sip of water. It leads us to the vampiric energy that has been holding us back too long. It leads us to this place of being able to look, because the Six of Cups is not only daydreaming about the beautiful days of the past, it's also the past that defined us in a not so great way. The negativity, the hurt, the pain that we have been through, the anger, the upset, the disappointment, the Six of Cups brings it all forward. So we have the beautiful moments, but we also have the fear and the sense of the world can sweep me up and take me away. I don't have that say in it anymore. And what we're seeing here with the Four of Pentacles is that we have this vampiric energy, this sense of we're already going to be prone to being drained. We're already going to be prone to letting people too far in, or to taking other people's words much more seriously than we take our own. And for some reason here, we're guarding our solar plexus chakra, we're guarding our throat chakra, we're guarding our crown chakra, and also our soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown, and our earth star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We're not having the energy flow through us. And why? Because the negative words are coming forward. Why? Because the hurt and the pain is ruling out and winning out over us. The Four of Pentacles says, why are we stopping ourselves? says, why does this negative energy get to drain and drain us until we don't have anything left? And the Queen of Wands says, embrace your passion. Embrace what you desire. Embrace the beauty and the brilliance and the fire that is a part of you. The Queen of Wands is that fire. The Queen of Wands is that intensity. We're being told to look at a new dawn, a new day. We're being told to look at what it is that we want and where it is that we want to be and how it is that we're moving forward. The Queen of Wands does not say that everybody needs to know my name and celebrate me. It is saying, I need to know my path and celebrate me. I need to see what makes me smile. And if what makes us smile is at the end of the day, we come home and we bake cookies, then we bake cookies. We give them to neighbors and friends and family members. We let ourselves be happy and we give ourselves that permission. Whatever it is, even if it seems whimsical and silly, we let ourselves have permission to embrace it. This is what we're fiery about. This is what we're intense about. This is what we love within our lives that is coming forward. And we have to see it. So often when we look at what makes us sing, we think of always doing it the best, the best, the best. But Spirit's saying here, look at the times that we will fail. Look at the times where things will fall apart. Look at the times and prepare ourselves for the times where going after our passion and embracing our dreams seems like the biggest chore of all, because there's no certainty to it. This is a time that we get to shine, because we get to see ourselves, and it moves us to the Eight of Cups. We're walking away from what no longer fits. It's not right anymore, and we can't make it fit. We're walking away from what we once thought we would love. We're walking away from what once defined us. And as we walk away, we're walking into ourselves. We're saying, this is the only way that I could be me. Sometimes endings bring about the most beautiful beginnings, and it moves us to charity. It moves us to being charitable with ourselves in the public arena. It moves us to gratitude and giving, having that giving spirit, having that attitude of gratitude that radiates from us, that infects other people, because it's so contagious to sit there and to be happy. Now, you will have people who are mad at you for being happy or generous or kind, but that's them. That's not you. That's their problem. It's time to embrace this brilliance and this energy. It's time to embrace this path and this beauty forward. And as we do so, the Hermit comes in and says, sit in meditation with yourself. Sit in the quiet. As the world bustles by, as everybody makes their demands, claim you. See you. Honor you. The Hermit comes in and it tells us to connect. Connect with our hearts, connect with our souls, connect with ourselves. And as we connect, we are emboldened. We move forward. We laugh. We see ourselves. And as we see ourselves, we celebrate ourselves. And so this isn't a time to be out in the middle of everything. This is a time to see us as we stand and to celebrate the way that we're moving forward as we find balance and courage. And as we heal from the scars that we have accumulated just through living. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. And it's the Prince of Swords. It's saying finally, okay, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to act. I'm going to cut it down. I'm going to go after what I need to go after. Spirit's saying here, yes, action is good, but think things through. Don't be caught up in the dream of it all without the practicality coming forward. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is the inner child, the heart chakra. This is us holding our arms open to the child that we once were and saying, I love you. I see you. I'm here for you. I will always love you. I will always see you. I will always be here for you. That exercise is so powerful and so beautiful to do whenever the inner child comes forward. Our subconscious rooted message is the Tower. It's change. It's having been thrown out of our comfort zone even though we didn't want to. It's the change and the chaos that comes. But Spirit says we have to move forward. We have to embrace things that are uncomfortable for us. And this change can be very small, but it's hugely impactful for who we are and how we're moving forward. It very much has us seeing ourselves in a very new way and in a very powerful way. We see that we withstand and have withstood a tower time, probably many tower times. And it could have lasted for 10 years or better, these tower times, these times of chaos and change and feeling like we're just never going to get our footing. And now it's time to stand on solid ground, to embrace the balancing of the inner self, of us, Pisces, and then the balancing of everything else that needs to be balanced. But we have to make space for ourselves. Our subconscious inner self is temperance, again, balance, harmony. Our angels guiding us to peace and to a greater understanding of what we want and need. It moves us then to our subconscious emotional self. The Two of Pentacles, being out of balance, emotions being super high and intense, thinking that we have to balance everything else, but just not ourselves. Also needing to be aware of trickery going on. We have eternal prosperity. We have the eternity symbol, the 8 symbol right here. We have prosperity coming forward with our wealth, with what we value as much as money. What we have to do is balance ourselves so that we can accept it and receive it. It moves us to our subconscious public arena self, and that's the world. The world opens up, and the world leads us forward. The public arena is going to be very powerful for us because it's all major arcana cards. It's going to be an intense time. This is a time of the world moving us towards where we need to be and finding the place that we stand within the world and the power that we're embracing. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power of 11/11, November 11th. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces. And may you have a blessed 11/11.